Hello, everyone. Hello. I know it's been a moment, not a minute, a moment. I am back, and hey, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Welcome. Okay, everyone. Okay, you've seen the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Everything I state is allegedly and it's in my opinion. Guys, let's go ahead and get this Copyright Act out the way. You see on the screen it says it's the Copyright Act of 1976. This is for fair use, news reporting, teaching, reality news, sometimes celebrity news, and always that jazz over here. So, within stating that, let me go ahead and remove it. You see why we're here, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't do your traditional, if you want to say, reviews. I really don't. It has to be very interesting, the entire episode, for me to do a full review. I just don't have the brain capacity. Right now, I most definitely don't. I want to just say, everyone, it's been a few weeks, almost close to a month, but a few weeks. I've really been sick. I had the flu. I didn't know I had the flu at first. And if any of you guys are my day ones, you guys know that I really am a huge advocate about diabetes because I'm a diabetic. Also, DV, talk about that. I've had to delete some videos, so you guys probably don't see a lot of them, but I did do a lot of DVs. If you go to the front of my page and really look, you'll see that I'm a huge advocate for when it comes to menopause. I have videos on there about menopause, anything health related. I love politics. I don't do a lot of politics on this channel because I have another channel on Instagram that I talk about politics, but anywho. And also when it comes down to ADHD and autism, most definitely autism, because I'm a parent of an autistic child. So it's a huge, not even a child, a young man. So I'm a huge advocate for those things. But I tend to get to a point in life where I'm at now. I do not like to spend or waste a lot of time on things that do not broaden my horizons. My motto is these days, I mind the business that pays me, number one. And there's a couple of things free over here on this page. You are free to to your opinion as long as it's respectful. You're also free to mind your business if you don't like what I say. That's a lot of free things over here. So, and also while I'm talking about free, the like button is free. Please hit the like button. But anywho, let me go ahead and get on to the reason we're here because I can talk all day. Oh, and if any of you guys did not see my post on Instagram or on the community board, your girl had a birthday, March the 6th. Yes, I am a Pisces, and I'm a hot, sometimes hot, depending on menopause, sometimes hot and cold, 51. But anywho, let me go ahead and get into this Real Housewife. And you guys may hear my throat go in and out because I'm drinking my garlic and lemon water. I normally put honey, but not today. I want to say I missed you guys. I tried to stay in tune with everything, but when you're sick, you really don't want to be bothered with anything. But I watched Roa yesterday. I kind of like when I find myself watching something and my mind drift off to something else, it's not holding my attention. So I'm really not gonna go over everything. In the beginning, they showed Porsha. You would have thought that it was an actual workout commercial. That's what I felt when I seen it. But then she started, they showed where she had a cameo and she was talking with her mom and her sister, and she was crying about, yeah. Simon. But anywho, move past that because it wasn't a lot for me. I love Porsha. I like her, but everybody gets my opinion over here. Shamia was with her family. Shamia has a gorgeous house. Yep, gorgeous house, family, everything. And I'm gonna skip past that because I don't need to talk about how her and her husband met. Kenya and Brooklyn went over to Drew, and I love to say her last name, Sadora. Drew Sadora went over to her house, and Brooklyn is just so cute. And also, I'm not sure of Drew's daughter name, but she's cute as well. So, anywho, I just want to throw in there how production is so shady because Kenya, when they first walked in, did the little hugs and pleasantries. Drew was like, "Oh yeah, this was Ralph's office," because I'm not sure if they're divorced or not. Really didn't look it up. Didn't really care about it. But she was like, "Yeah, this is Ralph's office," but you could tell she had it set up where she gets her hair, makeup, and everything done. And so Kenya was like, "Well, where's Ralph? Is he here?" And that's when Drew went into, talking about he lives downstairs and production with their messy self rolled the clip of their daughter asking, or the kids was asking Drew like where he was at, and she was like downstairs, but she wasn't sure because he has his own entrance to come in and come out. He doesn't have to come upstairs. So they heard the kids talk. The kids went down and they never showed Ralph. The kids went down the stairs and heard him talking. And then Drew was saying it was a certain amount of days. I think 2 or 3 days she has to be out of the house per week. I don't know what that's about. And she was also stating that they communicate on the app. I know about the app. The app is there, but I don't, know how well it works in Georgia. I know Florida has the app where the parents communicate. I had a friend that was having to use the app, and it was still foolery on there. So I don't really know. It just depends on how well the judge puts down the gavel. The gavel is it's like he reads all this stuff or whoever reads it. And but I know my friend went through a lot, even with the app. It was, it's a lot. But anywho, to fast forward through that, then Drew and Kenya was talking about the situation about Dennis. And, Drew, was just saying how grateful she was about, Dennis helping her. And Kenya, Kenya has face for days, baby. Them eyes, and even if nothing else don't move, them eyes will tell everything. So Drew was talking about how she, how her, and Dennis helping her with her music, which unbeknownst to me, I didn't even know Dennis dabbled in music. I know he dabbled in hot dogs and alcohol, and I also seen him on his platform on Instagram, which he was buying properties. So maybe he does dabble in that. But anywho, the whole time Drew Sidora was talking about the the whole situation, Kenya was like, them eyes, baby, was looking like, I don't know, girl. And she was like, well, did you speak with Porsha? And she was like, yeah. Porsha was like, cool, that's gonna bring money in for my child or whatever. Kenya was looking like, I don't know. Anywho, fast forward. I'm done with giving that little bit. Sorry about that. This is where I'm at because I'm trying to keep it under 14 minutes. I put those 3 people. I put Drew Sidora, I put Kelly, and I put what's her name? Porsha. Those 3 were memorable to me for this episode because of the fact that, Kelly understood the assignment, get some things shaken up, bring it straight head, no chaser. No, you don't need to chase this drink. You need to just drink it straight up. Maybe not even on the rocks, just drink it straight. So anywho, I'm just a person like this. I can look and tell when it's BS. I can tell when it's a storyline. And I really feel like Porsha and Drew Sidora's situation, for me, I really feel it's a storyline. I'm gonna tell you why. I want you guys to look at this. I'm gonna share my screen, and I want you guys to look at this and tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think about this. I'm gonna go ahead and share it. And I want to say a shout out and a thank you to Bravo Shade Room. This is where I got it from off of Instagram. And you see where it reads hashtag Raw sneak peek. Porsha says Drew's trying to film with Dennis on Raw is complicating her life. She also claims that Drew's tried to set up a photo shoot with Go Naked Hair without her knowledge. So I want you guys to hear this.
Since this phone call that you're talking about, about you told me about Dennis and all that, you've done some low down shit. Very low down. And I'm here to tell you, you got the wrong one. You mixed with the wrong one. I'm so confused. So producer here, can I break the fourth wall? Yes. All right, y'all. What did I do? All right.
Okay, look at Drew's face. I don't know what the fourth wall is because I'm not in the back seeing the things other content creators may know, but I guess the fourth wall is I want everything to come out. Look at Drew's face and continue to watch Drew's face. A person that worried about something coming out will not have the face that Drew has. Drew is like, well, come on with it. Come on. Like when you know, now I'm not saying Drew allegedly round trying to holler at Dennis. I don't know why, but I'm not saying that, but I don't know. Y'all keep listening.
You know that we are all on this show together. We have our family, we have our friends, we have our own support systems. You have been trying to go behind my back and do something very dirty by asking Dennis to film with you. Yes, you've been trying to get him to film. He showed me the text message. I took stop.
Is Ruth sneaking around upsetting because she's actually a friend that you care for.
Okay. I want to real quick piggyback to where she said, Porsha stated that Dennis, with his messy self, showed her the text message. Dennis, I want to know, Dennis, let me have you come up to the front of the class. I don't want you to raise your hand and speak from your desk. Come to the front of the class, Dennis. If Drew Sidora is a talent that you're producing, I don't know if she's using your studio. I don't know. It sounds like you're producing and you're helping her with her music. Wouldn't that be shady? Wouldn't it be shady for you to do that, Dennis? But you know what? I remember you on that when Porsha had that spinoff. You were shady. You were shadier than most, baby. That's probably why you and Porsha got along so well, because you just as shady as the next baby. But moving on.
No, it ain't even that deep. I got pissed because the bitch was trying to film with my baby daddy on the show. I don't know how many times I got to say that. Drew never discussed with me filming with my child's father. You're wanting to film with him is complicating my life.
Okay, how is it complicating your life, Porsha? I just want to ask. I want to ask everybody that listens to this video, answer this question for me. If Porsha and Simon was on good terms and they were filming, how is it complicating your life? You had a spinoff show with Dennis on there with Simon, if you guys remember. If anything would have complicated your life at that time, that situation would have. So the implication that you're throwing out is almost allegedly like you're saying Drew Sidora has some interest in Dennis. I personally don't see how her filming with Dennis, especially if it's showing her real life that she's going to the studio with him and she's doing all these things. Why would that complicate your life? That's more money in your pocket from your baby daddy or father of your child, however you represent him. I'm just saying. And guys, you got to understand, I am a type A person, a type A female. I'm not the traditional, I've never been in groups of females. I've never hung with a lot of, even in high school, I've always been solo dolo. It does not mean that I can't empathize with a woman just because I'm type A personality and I don't get close to a large group of women. And I watch people how they move. I watch people by what they say and what they do, not what they I watch people by what they do, not what they say. If I meet you and you don't like somebody, I'm going to move accordingly. I'm going to get to know that person on my own. Now, then I'm going to come to you and I'm going to let you know, hey, I like this person. I don't have nothing to do with what y'all got going on. And as long as I'm not put in the middle, I'm going to stay solo dolo. That's how I am. I'm going to stay solo dolo. That's just me. But Porsha, I feel that you could have been a lawyer at that moment because why you always lying? Like you, Porsha girl. Carry on.
Her sneaking around with Dennis, I could care less. What I care about is because of this whole divorce, I'm stressed and now I got to deal with my baby daddy, girl. It's that simple. Is that bad? I feel like that is still a whole married woman.
Did you hear what Kenya said? Kenya said she's a whole married woman. Kenya, let me tell you something. I don't know what production is doing to Kenya or with Kenya right now, but Kenya's not, I don't see her being the same like she was in the other seasons. But Kenya was like, she's a whole married woman. Like, pretty much it's true. You're a whole married woman. Why are you worrying about what Dennis is doing? It's different if Dennis and her are messing around. Now, if Dennis gave you the implication or showed you text that that's what's happening, I'm going to need to see that in episode 2, 3, not all the way at the end. And really, you should have brought it out because you already knew how you felt when you came to the party. So if you said that he showed you text of what Drew said of wanting to film with him, did you see other texts? And then I'll change my tune. But for right now, I don't see that she's trying to mess with him. I don't see Dennis being her type. But you never know because she stated she was talking to Kenya and she was just like, he's somebody to the effect, I'm paraphrasing, that Dennis was like a shining light or whatever, a godsend or whatever. Sometimes when you're going through a rough situation, like she was going through that rough divorce, and I don't know if she still is. Sometimes a person, you don't look at what a person looked like or whatever. You start to have an attraction to them based on how they're treating you. So maybe that could be allegedly. I'm not stating that.
I really don't give a shit about whatever she have going on. Wait. I get it. She's married, but her baby daddy. It's like Dennis is serving a little bit more than hot dogs. What was the second part? The second part was she called production and told them that she was setting up a photo shoot for my company, Go Naked.
You're an amazing photo shoot for Go Naked.
Nobody asked you to film a photo shoot for my company. Are you insane? You are an
I didn't know that was an issue.
Are you crazy? You have a contract to wear hair.
Lost.
Okay. Now, this part, I kind of get what Porsha is stating, because if I'm not correct, like, you guys let me know. Anytime, because that's why Candy didn't, I think Candy didn't show a lot of her companies or whatever, because Bravo had got to a point, not in the beginning, but they got to a point that they wanted like a cut when you're advertising on the show. So I don't know if that's why Porsha didn't want her to do a photo shoot showing the hair. That could be for me, that would be the only reason. Because if she's unless it states it in the contract that all you need to do is wear the hair. I don't know what the contract states. But if the contract doesn't state that, and if Bravo wouldn't get a cut of it, then I still probably would have said, hey, Porsha, I'm the ambassador, but I want to run this by you. I think it'll be great to show the Go Naked hair on me when, when I'm out, because it's not like she can't say Go Naked hair because she's talking about it right now. Maybe didn't do a photo shoot, but while you getting your hair done, you could probably be like, I love this Go Naked hair or whatever. I don't know. Y'all tell me if I'm looking at it wrong. This is just my opinion. Was she wrong for wanting to do a photo shoot on, when she was also working on the show to show the Go Naked hair? So I don't know. You guys tell me.
An awful slimy ass bitch. You know that. You definitely did. Is this about Dennis or is this about the photo shoot?
I mean, I think she's mad about it.
Can you say it? Britt I guess that was Britt. She asked her, is she mad about Dennis or the photo she shoot? And Kenya was like, I think she mad about Dennis.
Since this phone call that you're talking about, about you told me about Dennis and all that, you've done some low down shit. What did I do? And I'm here to tell you, you got the wrong one. You it's with the wrong one. I'm confused. As a producer here, can I break the fourth wall?
Okay, it's starting back over. Okay, but Drew Sidora asked her, what did I do? What did I do? Then you asked the producer, can you break the fourth wall? Okay, you broke the fourth wall, but you wanted to film with Dennis. I personally don't see anything wrong with it. You know, the reason why I'm saying I don't see anything wrong with it, because if he's producing music for her and they're doing some other things, why wouldn't she show that? Because that's part of her life. If she's going to the studio, if she's going somewhere to do a show or something like that, I don't see why he wouldn't be on the show. I don't see that. I just don't understand the double standard, Porsha. You had Dennis on with Simon, which was a crazy look. That was drama from the go. Unless you know something that we don't see and you're not producing because you asked production to break the fourth wall, I don't see what your problem is with Drew Sidora. I do not. Now, as this episodes go on, I may see it, but right now I don't. She asked you to tell her. I still don't see it. The only thing I see is Dennis being messy. That's what I see. So, anywho, and then the thing is, Shamia had her birthday. The husband bought her this $430,000 Rolls Royce and all this stuff. I don't really care about all that stuff. But I wanted to ask you guys, and this is kind of off topic, but I wanted to ask you guys because a lot of things have went on since I have not uh, been doing any work because I really haven't paid any attention. But this has to do with Married to Medicine. You guys, I want to bring up this is also shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Which one of these outfits do you think was hitting? I love Quiet Zone. Quiet is hands down. Dr. Jacket, no ma'am. No, ma'am. That looked like a tube top and a spandex dress. Nope, I don't like it. And I'm not even a fashionista, so you know. Um, I I don't know what's going on with Simone's for me, Dr. Contessa, you played it too safe. You have a body on you, so you could have done a lot more. I don't know who this person is in that blue thingy. She looked like a big bow. And Toya, I would have to see your dress up close. I would really have to see it up close. I'm quite sure it was cute. It looks pretty. I really think I like Toya. I like Toya's dress. Sweet Tea, girl, I like you. Uh, and I seen your dress up close. I don't think what Dr. Heavenly was saying about your dress and stuff. I think she was a little tough on you, but yeah, I don't like that. And Dr. Heavenly, I think your dress is pretty, but it was safe. I would have liked to see you do something a little bit more to I like the dress. It's really pretty, everything, the hair, everything. But I feel like it was safe. I feel like Quiet really stepped out the box. Toya, I think I've seen Toya with a short dress or whatever. But anywho, y'all tell me what y'all think. I am done with this. Oh, okay, I didn't have it out far enough. My bad. So anywho, if you guys, tell me what you think about that. But long story short, the first episode, well, let me go ahead and stop sharing. The first episode for me, the only thing caught my attention was really Kenya. I wasn't really looking. Britt, she around here talking about Kenya didn't hug her and all this stuff. Girl, grow up. If a person don't hug me, so what? First of all, I don't like everybody in my space anyway. And I don't do all them fake behind French kisses. I'm not French. Mm. Hello, how you doing? That's it. I don't need no hug. If I haven't seen you in a long time, you my friend, I'll hug you. But other than that, deuces. So, and is it me, or does it seem like Brit? It has nothing to do with contouring, and I don't wear makeup, but does she not sound nasally to you guys? Like really nasally? Um, has she had a nose job allegedly? I don't know, but she sounds like very nasally. She reminds me of the woman Fran Dresser. You guys remember her, the nanny, the New York nanny that worked for the guy, and she fell in love with him and stuff. Y'all remember Fran Dresser? But she was like, hey, 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 hey. But y'all know, I don't know how to sing and all that stuff. But anywho, I just want to tell you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. If you did not hit it on your way in, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and drop those comments down. I want to know if you guys feel like I was right on the money or I'm off. So let me know. Until next time, peace and soul. Mwah.